federal judge.
This is Palmetto Star, the Ratchet Revolutionary, and host of Too Raw for TV.
I'm too raw for TV.
If you hear my voice, then you're part of the revolution. Welcome to the new world. I'm your host, the Ratchet Revolutionary, Palmetto Star. Hey, but hit me up on Twitter at 2 Raw for TV Radio. You can call me Prophet. Yeah, but hit me up on Twitter, Black Twitter, X, Elon Musk toy, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we're there. And tonight, we will expose something that's been happening all over social media. There's been a man that looks exactly like Jeffrey Epstein. Wears the same clothes as Jeffrey Epstein. In the same city that Jeffrey Epstein resided in. And suspiciously in very similar abode to Jeffrey Epstein. Tonight, we investigate the wildest questions out there. Is Palm Beach Pete really Jeffrey Epstein? Tonight, we're going to delve into that, get to the bottom of it. Is this a dangerous game or just a crazy coincidence? But after tonight, there's not going to be any question about what this truly is. And all files will be revealed, unredacted, and exposed. Tonight, we're going to go in. Is Palm Beach Pete really Jeffrey Epstein? We're going to talk about that, plus so much more. And so much has been happening, y'all. We had an emergency broadcast of Too Raw for TV on this Monday, actually. I was with at Peace Makita, and she was we had an emergency broadcast about the new legislation. And all over the country, it seems like they are stripping so-called civil rights to prep Black people back into a chattel-like slavery. And it's going crazy. So we really delved into that. Shout out to at Peace Makita. She was also my co-host at Claim Malcolm X Day. And that was a major, major historic moment. So is Palm Beach Pete really Jeffrey Epstein? We're going to go into that. But we're only going to give social media 15 minutes. When you start talking like that, people get shadow banned. People get, put back. The accounts get deleted. So for the first 15 minutes is the social media friendly revolution.
Social media friendly revolution.
So what I mean when I say social media friendly revolution, that means that you'll see this on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, only for the first 15 minutes though, because you got to go to Too Raw for TV, download the app, or go to the Apple Store, get the app, or go to toorawfortv.tv. That's where we're going to be at. So this first 15 minutes is going to be just for the social media. But don't get so used to social media. Don't get used to social media because we're not going to be here long. Speaking of long, if you could play that first video because actually I'm gonna be in a Lego video. You have seen the epic, legendary Lego videos put out by Iran, and now Iran's putting me in a Lego video. It will be out shortly, but we have a sneak peek for all my people on Two Raw for TV. So you can play that first video.
Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you belong. You belong. Can't give everything away. This is not where you belong. Won't give everything away.
So yes, that's the preview for my epic premiere on the Iran Lego videos. So if you guys seen them, now I'm gonna be on them. I'm gonna be on one of them. So big time shout out to everybody. Big time shout out to let me get this creator's name right, because there's different creators that put this sort of material out. So let me get his name 100% right. So you guys can go ahead and follow him on the gram. Let me get his name 100% right. So go ahead and follow Vic.EJAY. That's VIC.EJAY. He's actually the guy who composed that. So you guys will see that coming very shortly. You know. So big time shout out to Iran too. They've been kicking ass and taking names literally out there. So big time shout out to them. You know. But there's a lot of stuff going on. So many things that are so major. And we're asking the question tonight on Two Raw for TV. Is Palm Beach Pete really Jeffrey Epstein? And we're talking about that. You guys call in 470-572-7678. We're going in tonight about that question. But also there's so much going on with Two Raw for TV as well. And guess what's back? On Ocean. On Ocean is back by popular demand. So we're tapping in. I just recently went to the Black Atlantis party, and he put that in the actual podcast. So On Ocean is back on Two Raw for TV, starring Pathos, the author of Black Atlantis. Black Atlantis 2 coming out very shortly. But we do have a sneak preview of On Ocean episode. And then, you guys check it out on Two Raw for TV.
Shout out to Palmetto. He came through, as you will see in 3, 2, 1. Palmetto, tell them what network they can find the On Ocean podcast.
All right. That was a little sneak preview, a little bit shorter than it was a little sneak preview. But you guys check out On Ocean. Big time shout out to Pathos. That is on Two Raw for TV. Is Palm Beach Pete really Jeffrey Epstein? That's the question. Well, I mean, what's the similarities? Teeth are similar, so similar that recently Palm Beach Pete actually got surgery, cosmetic surgery on his teeth so that they wouldn't resemble Jeffrey Epstein. Teeth are a hard thing to duplicate. are to be the same. No person's teeth are the same. That's almost like snowflakes. They say snowflakes, there's not an exact copy of another snowflake. That's the same thing for teeth. And when you looked at Palm Beach Pete's teeth and Jeffrey Epstein's teeth, they looked very, 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 very similar. You ever notice that the worst things in the world don't hide in the shadows? They wave at you from the front page. They smile for the cameras. They drive convertibles down A1A with the top down like they own the damn ocean. Well, they call him Palm Beach Pete. 71 years old, silver hair, slick back, the same smug, half-smirked Jeffrey Epstein wore when he knew the cameras were rolling. But the handcuffs never would. So Pete's cruising down the street. Someone takes a video of him and it goes viral. This looks so suspect. The whole way Palm Beach Pete even came into the public to the internet, his introduction to the internet was very suspect. And what is also suspect is that there's at least one other creator named Palm Beach Pete who does not look anything like Jeffrey Epstein. In fact, or anything like Palm Beach Pete. Now, this other Palm Beach Pete that was posting on YouTube a lot, he stopped posting a year prior or 2 years prior to this Palm Beach Pete that we know now coming on the scene. Very, very interesting, very, very suspect. And we're going to get into it tonight. We're going to correlate and connect all the dots. Is Palm Beach Pete really Jeffrey Epstein? That's what we want to know. And we're going to find that out tonight. But just the whole way that whole introduction to the internet. You get introduced to the internet by some person. There's never an account of actually who took this video. This guy is just going in his convertible through Palm Beach, where just coincidentally Jeffrey Epstein stayed, and someone noticed him, and then he became this viral sensation. At least that's what they want you to believe. We know that the Rothschilds paid Jeffrey Epstein to introduce things into social media, into the algorithms. He was paid to do that. And matter of fact, that was one of the standout things from his compound was he had this supercomputer that was actually powered by they had like a whole water thing just for his computer. So it was specially designed and super fast. So him putting things on the internet to sort of stir controversy or to divert the attention of the Goyim away from whatever they were doing, that's routine for him to do. So for him to interject a video that went viral of this person named Palm Beach Pete that just happens to look almost 100% like Jeffrey Epstein, it's not far off from what you would expect Jeffrey Epstein to do, who is a Mossad agent. A lot of things they do, they hide in plain sight. So, and we all know Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. He didn't kill himself. So for him to transition into Palm Beach Pete and to become this so-called influencer on the internet, that's not far from where, that would happen because the Mossad hides things in plain sight. How plain sight is it that you have someone that supposedly died in prison and now they are on the internet being an influencer? But there are similarities that we cannot ignore with Jeffrey Epstein and Palm Beach Pete that are too close to be coincidence. It's too close to be coincidence. What are those synchronicities? What are those things that pull them together? What are those things? Well, we're going to find out. Wait, guess who's not going to hear this? Instagram's not going to hear this. Facebook's not going to hear this. Twitter's not going to hear this. Twitch's not going to hear this. YouTube is not going to hear this. Guess what? This is why Too Raw for TV is shadow banned. So come join us. Tap in, get the app, and watch this live. Big time shout out to Miko Turtle. You guys check out Atlantis Indigenous Radio. That was just on an hour prior. We have Outlaw Radio that's coming on Too Raw for TV tonight as well. So you guys check out all these different programs on Too Raw for TV. And we're leaving the internet alone. We're leaving the social medias alone, and we're going on to TooRawForTV.tv because the revolution will not be televised. It's shadow banned.
Check. When I say love, you say love, love, love. For those who don't know, my name is Armando, hip-hop savant. I said, I got a life of a shark in the mind of a star, bringing life to the dark with a scar on my heart. Cash on the card, I would struggle to start, maybe late to the bar, but I'm playing it smart. She got a knack for not playing a part. She use a mattress as canvas for art. Hey, I'm Armando, your local pretty nigga and your mom.